Clemson quarterback Cade Klubnik with us now. Cade, great to see you. When you look back at that game, you're here now at ACC kickoff as the starting quarterback. What's that feel like for you?
Yeah, so excited to be here. I mean, that was obviously an amazing game, but just really looking forward to this next season. And at Clemson we kind of have a windshield mentality, right? So we're, what happened in the past. Well, we're looking for this next year, and just excited to see what we can do.
Okay, there was a kind of big change. I don't know if you're aware, but you have a new offense coordinator. A guy that was a big hire, a splash that really sent across college football with Garrett Riley. And just wanted to hear your relationship with him and a little sneak peek of the offense, whatever you can share with us on what we can expect.
Yeah, so far I've loved Coach Riley. I think since the first day that he's gotten here, I've immediately hit off a great connection. As soon as I realized that we had a Texas guy coming into the room. I mean, there's not very many in Clemson, so it was great to talk brisket and then football right after. So that's been really good. But as far as schematic wise, it's been really good. It's been really awesome. I think that it enables our playmakers to make plays and just a friendly offense, and just a great offense that I think is going to make our playmakers have opportunities. So it's been good. It's exciting.
Cade, I know you're from Austin, Texas, and there's a lot of great schools between Austin and Clemson.
Yeah.
Why did you choose Clemson? I know it's been a minute, but just remind everybody.
Yeah, it was the easiest choice I could ever make, to be honest. During my recruiting process, I didn't really feel at peace about anywhere else other than Clemson. The reason I came here was because of the people and the culture and Coach Sweeney, and it's a faith-based organization at the end of the day, and a place that I know that I could come and grow my faith, but just overall become a better man when I leave here, and that's what drew me in, and but also a winning program somewhere that helps. I knew that I could go win, and has a history of winning, and
pretty good quarterback tradition too.
Yeah, oh yeah, unbelievable. So obviously big shoes to fill, but excited.
Well, Cade, obviously this has been the first spring year QB1 now at Clemson. Had the full reins as being the starter. Where have you grown the most from last time you played against Tennessee to when you stood up in week 1 against Duke?
Yeah, I think just experience. Just getting to continue to learn the speed of the game. I almost feel like it honestly reminds me a lot of my sophomore high school year. I got a sneak peek, but when I came back my junior year in high school, I felt like a veteran. So I kind of feel like, coming into this next year, I feel like, I've gotten a taste of everything. I've gotten a taste of wins, I've gotten a taste of losses, and that's a good feeling, because I know that, I get to come in with experience. I'm not hot off the stove. I'm ready, and I feel like just going to this offseason, I've stepped up as a leader, and I've been able to fully kind of go back to myself and step into that role and kind of push guys in places they haven't been before. So that's been the biggest thing for me, is just stepping in that role and just ready to take on this team. So,
Cade, one of the biggest criticisms that Clemson has faced these last couple of years is lack of production from playmakers on the outside. You just said how the offense is very friendly to these guys. They're going to make explosive plays. Give us a little inside look on who's going to be there, who's going to be making these plays for you, because obviously you're throwing to them every day.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it starts up front. It starts with those front five with our offensive line, and that's what's going to drive this offense. And I believe we're going to have the best offensive line at Clemson we've had in a long time. And then on top of that, I think we have the 2 best running backs in the country. We got Will Shipley and Phil Moffa that have just continued to show what they can do in the past 3 years. They've both come in and have made major strides. And then I think the guys that nobody's talking about are Bo Collins, Adam Randall, Antonio Williams, and Jake Greenstool. Those are going to be 4 guys that I've seen put in the extra hours this summer, that have been there on the weekends, throwing 4 or 5 times a week. I think that people are doubting them right now, and I'm so excited for them to show what they've got.
Could you dive into each one of those guys and just, what are they good at? Or a burner, a route runner, what do you got?
Yeah, starting with Adam, he's a guy that came in at the same time as me, and kind of shocked the team. The first couple weeks of spring football was like, holy cow, who is this guy? And then obviously battled a knee injury right before the spring game, and then was out a lot of his freshman year, and then came in bits and pieces, but he's a guy that's this versatile, can really do it all. Big guy on the outside, but can turn on the burners, go up and make the big play when we need it. But a great route runner, great hands. We've got Jake, just a big body out there, but I think a similar kind of comparison would be Kyle Pitts. He's a big tight end, but is an amazing route runner, great hands. He's a receiver, but is a tight end. You know what I mean? And then we've got Antonio, who's shifty, has showed what he can do last season. Just a playmaker at the end of the day, can put him at any spot, run any route, catches the ball, makes plays after the catch. And then finishing out, we got Bo. He's a guy that he can really do it all. He's shown what he can do. He's battled some injuries last year, but just the way that he's kind of stepped up as a leader in that room, it's going to be so exciting to see him. Just the way that we've been kind of on the same chemistry these past couple months has been fun. So it's going to be awesome.
You got so many weapons around you. I know that makes you happy, and I know that also makes your offensive coordinator pretty happy because you guys got a lot of different things you can do. Can you give us a little bit more insight? You mentioned how great it was initially meeting Coach Riley and working with him, but what has that relationship been like developing it?
Yeah, it's been incredible. I would say the biggest thing that I love from him and that just kind of spreads out to amongst our team is just confidence. Just kind of an energy that's just like, let's just go kick some butt, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter what anybody's going to say. It doesn't even matter if they know what the play is. We're still going to win on that rep. So just a confidence that we're not scared and we're ready to go attack. But that's what I love about him is there's the confidence that he brings, and it spreads amongst everybody else. So
off season, I mean, everybody's got their strengths and everybody's got some things they need to work on. What are the emphases to get for your improvement in the off season?
Yeah, I would say first of all, just continue to watch as much film as I can. Obviously going to a college level, the defense it's a major jump. I remember in high school, obviously I had a great high school coach that helped me learn, how to read defenses and stuff like that. But once you get to college, it's a lot more learning inside the box, learn blitzes, protection-wise, and stuff like that. So just continue to learn that, especially in a new offense like we have now. So just continue to learn schematically. And then just continue to step up and I think reps is just honestly the most important part. Just continue to get reps and so.
All right, Cade. End of September, got a pretty big game against Florida State. I played in that rivalry twice. It's probably one of the bigger games for us when I was at Florida State, and I'm sure it's the same for you guys at Clemson. Have you thought about that game at all, as far as just Florida State kind of getting that momentum, almost being back on defense and offense?
Yeah, it's obviously a game that everybody's going to be talking about, but right now my mentality and our team's mentality is we start fall camp on Wednesday, and we are locked and loaded for that right now, and we're ready for our first opponent in Raleigh, North Carolina versus Duke. And we're ready for that game right now. We're not ready for it, but that's what we're preparing for, and that's what we're looking at right now. At the end of the day, every single week we're playing Clemson. That's who we play every single week. That's who we're getting ready to go attack. And I believe if we play our best game every single week, that's what we can accomplish. So we're focused on where we are right now, and I think that when that game comes, it'll come. So.
How did last year prepare you for this moment? A very talented player coming in from high school. You've got to sit, you go in spurts, you put in some adverse situations, and then at the end of the year, you take over and it's your team. How did all those trials and lessons help you to where you are right now?
Yeah, I would say, going from high school to college is a huge jump, and obviously coming early was so helpful for me, coming in January and getting to go through my first spring ball and getting to go through the season. But I still had a lot to learn. I had so much to learn, and learning from DJ was probably one of the best things ever. Just the mentor that he was to me, the guy that he was, one of the most selfless guys I've ever met, and that was huge for me. I wasn't ready to go in and start, and just to be able to learn from Coach Sweeney and have to be patient, and I was patient. I was ready for my time, and to just prepare every single week like I was a starter was honestly the most important thing, because you're really one play away, and I kind of got to experience that. So heading into this year, it's attack practice like I did every day last year. Don't approach practice like I'm the starter. Approach practice like I got to go be the starter. Approach practice like I got to be ready for every single game to be the starter now. And so just attacking every day and just ultimately getting ready for a national championship.
Getting back to the new system, it sounds like you're going to have responsibility in the run game, making checks at the line of scrimmage. Are you going to be altering protections and things of that as well? How much leeway at the line of scrimmage do you think you'll have?
Yeah, obviously there'll be some leeway, but at the end of the day, we're just trusting Coach Riley with the game plan, and whatever game plan he gives us, we're going to go execute. But so far, I've loved the offense, and there's definitely some freedoms in and out of the offense, but I'm just ultimately so excited for what he has for us.
Cade, you're going to have a long career, and there's going to be so many memorable moments throughout your career, but when you look back at that last year's ACC championship game, is there a moment on the field, off the field, that's going to be the most special, that's going to keep motivating you?
Man, yeah, I mean, that was obviously a super special game to me, but one thing I've learned is those highs only last about 25 minutes. So we've come to work this offseason, and we've got way bigger dreams. We've got way bigger goals. So obviously an ACC championship is something that everybody in this league strives for every single year. It's the highest honor that you can be given in this great league. So we're obviously striving to be ACC championship champions again. But after that, we've got bigger goals, and we've got more plans to go a little bit further. That's what's in our goals right now. So
living in the moment and striving for more, working hard for it, Cade. We appreciate the time. Looking forward to seeing what you guys are doing this season, starting with that Monday night game against Duke. Going to be a good one at 8 o'clock on ESPN. Cade, thanks so much.